Picture this. You've just worked an 8 hour to 9 hour to 12-hour shift. The kids are finally asleep. The house is quiet. You have exactly 1 hour of free time before you need to go to bed and wake up in the morning and do it all over again. So, why on earth would you spend that precious hour recording, editing, stressing over a YouTube video? If you don't know the answer to that question, your YouTube channel is already dead. Today, we're talking about finding your why, because if you're a tired gamer or a tired parent or a working parent of a 9 to 5, your why is the only piece of survival gear you will actually need to keep you on this game path. Let's get the elephant out of the room. When most people start YouTube, their why is usually one of three things. I want to be rich, I want to be famous, I want to quit my job. If you're a teenager on summer break, maybe that works as motivation. But if you look at the stats, most of us are watching this. If you're a teenager on a summer break, maybe that works for as motivation. But if you look at the stats, most of us watching this are guys in our late 20s or 30s. We have bills, we have mortgages, we have families, we have other responsibilities, not just going out and partying. No offense. No, if you do that, good on you. Keep the party alive. If your only reason for starting YouTube is to replace your full time income, the reality of getting 12 views on your first video that took you 6 hours to edit is going to crush you. The fact that sometimes you're going to spend hours editing a video, making it perfect, putting in AI, doing everything you can just to have 0 views. That is the truth of YouTube. That is what happens. Chasing money or fame when you have a busy life is the fastest way to turn your favorite hobby into a second unpaid job that you're going to absolutely hate. And you'll end up doing 1 or 2 videos and you'll end up not doing it ever again and your channel will die. So, what does a good why? It has been something that fits. So, what does a good why look like? It has to be something that fits your cup rather than draining it. It needs to be something that will fit into your lifestyle. It needs to be something that will increase your life chance. It has to be something that's a good motivation that no matter what, that motivation is there and it will never ever stop. It's something that will push you and push you and push you, no matter what the views are, no matter what the comments are. That is what your why is. For me, my why is simple. My family is my why. Giving my daughter a better life, giving my wife a better life, giving them the chance to travel and see the world and see things that we were never able to do as kids. That is my why. That's my biggest motivation. Being able to spend time with my family, being able to, yes, the 9 to 5 is normal. That's what we do. Some of us work from 7 until 7 at night. That's the reality of life. That's what it is. So, my why is to be able to generate a little bit of side income to be able to look after my family, to maybe one day start cutting back on hours of full time work to actually spend more time with my daughter and know, okay, it's not going to affect the bank because life is precious, time is precious. You don't want to wake up one morning and be like, I should have done this. I should have spent more time with them. I should have done the things I wanted to do. No one wakes up, unfortunately, no one wakes up on their last day on earth and says, I should have worked more. Your time is precious. For me, the other why is I love survival games. I love zombie games. I love gaming. I love pushing for a grind for 10 hours a day. I love building stuff. I love exploring new things. And I've always wanted to be a game developer or play games for a living. So that is my other motivation. The That's my other why for doing this. Um, and there is nothing better in life than, or there is a lot of stuff better in life, but there's nothing better than getting your first YouTube video online and actually having one person watch it or one person subscribe to your channel. Then it shows that actually the validation of what you've been doing is actually worth it. Look, we shouldn't strive for a pat on the back in life. That's not what we should do. But it is nice now and then to get a pat on the back and say, good job, you, good on you. And when someone comments and says, that was a quality video, that will push your motivation through the roof, even if it's just one person. And I think we will get deeper into it in a different subject. But when you are asking people to give you their time to watch your videos, and they comment on that, and you, yeah, that's just, yeah, we're gonna cut that part out. Your why might be learning a new skill like video editing or public speaking. I myself, classic introvert. It is the hardest thing for me on earth to actually speak in a camera, or speak on a camera, or speak to people, even though I'm in my own home behind a desk, no one sees me. It's the hardest thing to actually speak in front of people. And just the thought of putting a video out there and thousands of millions of possible people could watch it and hear my voice and see what I'm doing. It also boosts my self-esteem. So it's learning a new skill of public speaking. It's learning video editing. It's learning to be more charismatic, to be myself and not worry about what anyone else says. Because I mean, this teaches you new things in life. It teaches you business. It teaches you so many things. So your why could be learning that new skill. Your why could be getting out of your comfort zone. That's what your why could be. Documenting your gaming for future memories to look back on. I mean, if I look back at my videos, I've been doing YouTube for since October, I think, last year. And looking back at what it was and looking to where it's getting to, I'm like, it's like total change. You can start seeing how you started off. You can start seeing how you played that game. You can see how you can improve it. And I mean, that is already a thing in its own. You can start seeing a whole catalog of games you've played. Being a gamer, I've played thousands of games in my life. I can't remember half of them. And just being able to look back and see, oh yeah, I remember this video. That was a cool time. And all those memories start flooding back. That is a good reason to have a why. Having a creative outlet is another reason to have a good why. Is another good why. Because you don't want to be stuck in the same thing, doing the same thing over and over and over, because you get stuck in a rut. You get stuck in a single position. You don't move past that. And having a hobby helps you switch off from quote unquote the real world and actually lets you be creative. It starts a piece of your brain that turns you into like creative mode. I don't know what the real term is, but it's there. And it will actually switch you on to creativity. And that creativity will start boosting things. You'll start seeing that you're a bit happier because you've got an outlet, you've got something to help you with. Some people go to the gym for an outlet. Some people sing for an outlet. Some people race cars for an outlet. Whatever your outlet. Some people do woodwork. Whatever your outlet is, there has to be an outlet. If you don't do an outlet, you're never going to achieve. You're going to be hot sore for the rest of your life. For every one down thing that you do in your life, you need to balance it with at least 8 positive things in life. When your why is personal growth or community connection, hitting 50 views isn't a failure. It's a massive win. Having one person say, oh, dude, that was a good video, or maybe you should try this in your video. That becomes more important. Not getting thousands and thousands of views, because if you are aiming for views, you're aiming for likes, you're aiming for subscriptions. It'll come through in your content, and people will not enjoy your content. Be authentic. Hence, you can hear in this video myself. I'm stumbling over my words because that's just me. I stumble over words. I think faster than I talk. This is what happens. I talk faster than I think. Anyway, this is what happens in life. This is being authentic. This is who I am. I am I am me, and that's me. So, the why test. If you're sitting there thinking about starting a channel, or if you recently started your channel and already feeling burnt out, I want you to run the why through this test. Imagine it's a 6 months from now, you're still working your day job, your channel hasn't blown up, you aren't making thousands of dollars. Are you still having fun making videos? If the answer is no, you need to change your content and change your expectations. YouTube isn't a marathon. Guys, there is a 6 month dead period, up to a year dead period. There are periods where you aren't going to see a single view or growth in your channel. This happens, it's reality. It's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It takes long. There is a dead zone, a dead valley where YouTube's still trying to get used to you. And that is going to happen. So if your why isn't there to push you, you are going to get stuck and you're going to hate what you're doing. You're going to hate it more than anything else. You're going to end up stop even gaming because that was your hobby and now you hate your hobby. You don't want that. So make content that you would watch. Build a schedule that fits your crazy life. This is how I survive. I have a certain schedule. We'll discuss it in the upcoming videos, but I have a certain schedule of how I do it, and that's what I can stick to. I would love to build all these amazing YouTube channel, all this amazing stuff in my YouTube. I've seen so many new little tricks that I want to use, but I just don't have the time. And I have to try and give the best quality I can in the limited time that I have. So, figuring out your why isn't just fluffy motivation. And it's not just a word that people throw around there the whole time. It's an actual principle you should be looking at. It is absolutely a foundation of your channel. It dictates what game you play, how you edit, and how you connect with it. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Tell me, what is your why? Why do you hit record? What is your why? Sorry, I'm I'm struggling to read my notes here. Or why are you thinking about starting? Let's get the conversation going. Let's start chatting about this. Let's start being honest with each other. Now that we have a why, we're here. We need to talk about the roadblocks. In the next video, I'm going to take you down another different mindset of traps and destroys new creations before they even get going. Make sure you stick around for that. Stay tired, keep going, keep striving, keep surviving, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Bye. And we're back into it. So today we're talking about, guys, today we are talking about the what. Yes, the last time we spoke about the why, we're not in the what. So we're gonna do the 4W framework. That is what the next couple of chapters are gonna be about, because through a lot of debate, I've been thinking to myself, what is the best way to start this channel? What is the best way to give advice that I feel that I've learned over the last couple of years, or last couple of months? Sorry, not years, last couple of months. So, and I've been thinking, and to me, the 4Ws is probably the best way to do it, the best way to frame what you need to do. So now you figured out your why, you're fired up, you're motivated, you open your recording software, and then you just sit there staring at the screen. What do I actually make? Do I do Let's Plays? Do I do reviews? Do I do tutorials? Do I do tier lists? Do I do top 10s? Do I do help me's? Do I need a face cam? Do I need to be funny? Stop. This is exactly where everyone spirals. They overthink it, they try to copy big channels, and they end up making content they hate. Because you're trying to copy someone else, you're not being your authentic self, which is one of our videos, you you kind of burn out. You don't know what to do. You try to do, oh, let me try a thumbnail like this, let me try a video like this, let me try editing like this. Just stop. The only thing you need to do is know what your niche is, what you want to focus on, and focus on that and start recording. It'll eventually come to you. After 6 months of doing this, and after seeing what my flavor is, I'm starting to see a pattern of what I like to do and how I like to put stuff together. I've also watched a lot of great YouTube channels. I've also made the trap of trying to quote unquote copy them and see what they're doing. It doesn't fit because you're trying to be someone else and not yourself. So always make sure you know what your what is and what you want to do. If you like doing, if you like doing Let's Plays, do a Let's Play. If you actually feel you want to do a top 10, do that, but stick to one thing and stick to it. Don't look at the what people are saying this is the best way to get better on YouTube, because then it goes back to our why. If your why is to be famous, you're going to copy that stuff. So make sure you know what your what is. So here's usually what happens. You watch a big YouTuber, like I was mentioning, that pulls in 500,000 views on a 45-minute or 15-minute video documentary about a game. You're like, that's work. That's what I need to do. I need to do that to get, once again, your why is wrong because you're trying to copy someone else. The creator probably has a full-time team helping them. A 12-hour day, no full-time job. So YouTube is a full-time job. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm bashing it. It is a full-time job. What I'm saying is the general consensus of what a 9 to 5 or 8 to 10 is or whatever those, they don't have that job. They've got a 12-hour they can dedicate to a single video. They've got people helping them. They're paying editors. You don't have that. If you're like me, you only have 2 hours a week to do everything. You can't do everything in 2 hours a week. The biggest mistake creators make is trying to just choosing a content form that doesn't match their lifestyle. You can't do a 2 hour Let's Play or 4 hour stream if you're working most of the time. It's not going to work. You're going to burn yourself out. You need to stick to what makes for you. Myself, I prefer trying to, my wish would be to do 2 videos a week, nicely edited, And that's basically what I can do. I can't do more than it. If I do a, like you'll see in some of my videos of like an hour and a half, then I only do one because it's an hour and a half. It takes a bit of time, but I sometimes get carried away. So you need to think, okay, I want to do half an I feel comfortable doing a half an hour video with yeah, do a half an hour video and give me an hour of editing on that. That's an hour and a half, you're done. If you've got an hour and a half a week, you stick to that. If you've got 3 hours a week, you do what you have to do, but don't burn yourself out. At one point, I was doing shorts and it takes forever. Although it's just a short, it takes forever to make them and to publish them. And it really just burns you out. So figure out your what before you start. So how do you figure out what to make? What to make? Here are a couple of questions to ask. Number one, what do you naturally talk about? When you're playing a game and something happens, what is your gut reaction? Do you break down the mechanics? Do you crack jokes? Do you get a jump scare and shout into the camera? Do you show how terrified you are? Whatever comes naturally when you're playing with friends on a game or when you're around people, that is the type of content you need to make because that is authentically you. Don't force yourself to be entertainer. If you're an analyst, don't force yourself to be educated. Don't force yourself to be educational if you don't want to react and have fun. So you need so in other words, you get A type personalities, which are very straightforward, black and white. This is how it goes. You get very quote unquote fluffy personalities, like my daughter and I, which we are sometimes we can be complete clowns, sometimes we can be serious. It's a mixture. So we need to be that type of person. That's who we need to be. So you need to make a content around that style of who you are as a person. I am not one of those people that are going to jump on screen and be like, "Hey guys, what's up? Good to see you." What? I'm not that type of person. That's not me. And those guys, great. They got energy, they got vibe, they got. But that's not me. That's not who I am. I've got my own personality. God created me one way, and I love the way I was created. What can you make quickly? First impression, honest reviews, survival tips. Is the game worth your time? These are the formats that a busy adult can actually produce constantly. A 10-minute first impression takes way less time than a cinematic let's play. That's what I was referring to earlier. So you need to, if you're going to do a let's play, say now, for example, I tend to get bored sometimes quickly with a game. So I prefer doing a 2 hour video on a new game, whether it's a demo, no matter what it is, and trying out different demos because that way I get to satisfy my need for change and new games. And I get to record them and I get to see more games. And that way I can also show people what I'm feeling about the game. So that's kind of a format that I like to go for. Whereas if I'm gonna do a let's play, by about episode 10, I'm actually bored of the game. Doesn't matter how good the game is. So that's why I'm starting to see that I'm more going to be into a first look kind of person than actually doing long let's plays. Because I also take a long. If you're going to record a 2 hour video, it's going to take you forever to edit that guy. So make sure you are, yeah, make sure you know what type of length you want to do, what format you want to do. And what does your audience actually need? If your viewers are also gamers like me that just want to see a quick 10-minute video, if that's your audience, if you're reaching out to game like trying to reach out to gamer dads, I go a little bit further of doing like hour and a half videos, but I actually want to do about 45-minute videos. But being a dad with a family, I've got lots of responsibilities. I don't want to spend hours watching someone's video. 10 to 1, if I watch a video for 2 hours, which I do, I usually do it whilst I'm gymming. So I can actually listen and watch at the same time. I don't really have time to sit and listen to actually watch a gameplay. So you need to speak to the audience you want to speak to. If you're a busy dad, you've got a family, you're a busy mom, you've got a family, structure it in such a way of what would make you watch it. Would a 30-minute video, would you watch a 30-minute video? Then make 30-minute videos because in actual fact, you've got experience. You are the person you're trying to make videos for. You can't do a 200-hour grind and expect people to watch your 200-hour grind. That's just what it is. Now, here's the part nobody tells you about. Your first what probably won't be your final what, and that's completely fine. That's what I was speaking about earlier. You will, as you progress, as you record, as you play, you will find out what you want to do. I've got this little philosophy of 100 videos. I'm not talking about shorts, I'm talking about 100 videos. By the time you've recorded 100 videos, by the time you have edited 100 videos yourself, you will see what works for you. You will see your flavor. You'll see how to speak on camera. You'll start getting more comfortable. I promise you, listening to your voice for the first time in a recording, you're like, what? Do I really sound like that? Yes, you do. And you're going to be okay with that. So, your first 100 videos will always be your testing ground, your stomping ground of this is actually what I want to do. And you'll see if you go look at my channel, if you start at the beginning, you'll see how my videos have changed. Every time it's changing. The format's changing because I'm still getting used to my groove of what I want to do. You might be doing Let's Plays and realize you actually love making quick reviews. You might try tutorials and discover the tier list and find out that's way more fun. You might be like some of these great guys that love breaking games. That's what they want to do. They want to try and find loopholes and stuff like that. So whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, do that. If you want to do a game of where everything is cozy, no matter what game you're playing, you want to switch off zombies, you want to play God mode, do whatever makes you happy. Whatever you want to create, there are going to be people that want to watch what you're doing. The key is just to start. Pick a format that feels manageable this week. Make the video and then ask yourself two questions. Number one, did I enjoy making this? Number two, could I make another one next week without dreading it? Will I actually enjoy it? If you answer yes to both, keep going. If not, maybe try a different format. You're not signing a contract, you're experimenting. 100 videos, guys and gals, 100 videos. But here's the rule: experiment with format, not the niche, stay in your lane. Survival game horrors, whatever your thing is, just try and do just try be different ways to talk about the same thing. There are lots of guys doing lots of genres, lots of niches, but don't limit your niche too much. If you're going to do survival, I do survival. If you're going to do survival, do survival. Don't say I'm doing island survival only because then you cut your niche down. Don't say I'm doing Project Zomboid only because you cut your niche down. Keep it to survival, and that opens up a big door for you. But you need to find a different way to do survival. You need to find a different way to communicate with people. You need to be 1% better than yourself than you were yesterday with your previous videos. Your what isn't about copying what works for someone else. It's about finding the format that fits your life, your personality, and your audience. The quick recap: pick something you naturally gravitate toward. Make sure you can produce it on a bad week, because let's face it, a lot of weeks are going to be hard weeks, a lot of weeks are going to be difficult weeks. This is not an easy journey, and adding more stress to your life on top of your stressful life will make you dread doing this. And you don't want to dread this. This needs to be a hobby. Now we know our why and our what, but there's the next question that tips up. Well, there you go. Authentic number one. I'm getting so excited. I'm struggling to read my notes once again. Now we know our why and our what. But here's the next question that trips up every busy creator. When do you actually find the time to do this? That's our next video. And trust me, if you ever stared at your calendar thinking, there's literally no time, you're going to want to see this. Stay tired, stay surviving, stay crispy. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye. When do you actually do this? Monday, work, kids, dinner, dishes, bedtime routine. Tuesday, work, errands, gym, maybe too tired to think. Wednesday, work, something breaks in the house. You finally sit down at 9 p.m. and all you want to do is play the game, not record it. So, when exactly are you supposed to make YouTube videos? If you've been telling yourself, I'll start when I have more time, I need you to hear this. That day isn't coming. You won't get more time. If you don't make time, if you don't prioritize time, you're never going to have enough time. We all get given the same amount of time in the day. It just depends on what your strive is, what you determined is going to be your time. Today, we're tracking the third W, when. And I'm going to show you how to build a schedule that actually works for real people with real lives. The first piece of advice every YouTube guru ever gives you is upload on a consistent schedule, 3 times a week minimum. And for someone working full time with a family, that advice is basically just basically that's what it is. It means don't sleep. We all need sleep. After a tired day, your body needs to rest. And trying to stick to that schedule is very unlikely if you've got responsibilities. Here's the truth nobody talks about: YouTube doesn't penalize you for uploading less often. That's been confirmed. The algorithm doesn't care if you upload once a week or once a month, it cares whether people click and watch when you do uploads. One solid video every 2 weeks will outperform three rushed mediocre videos every week, every single time. So throw out the idea that you need to match someone uploading pace by full-time creators. You're not full-time. It's completely okay. This is not your day job. This is not your full-time thing. This is your hobby that eventually is going to turn into something. Make sure you don't burn out. Rather do There are some creators that literally do one video a month and they are killing it because they spend the time, they record 1 hour video and they spend 3 weeks, 4 weeks editing it and uploading it. So whatever your time frame is, whatever time you have, if you've got an hour on a Saturday and you got half an hour every day during the week, use that time. Film on a Saturday, that 1 hour, spend the rest of the week those little half an hours, because if you only got an hour rest, use half an hour just to do a little bit of tweaking on your video. By the time Saturday comes, you can upload that video and you've got a video. And that's how you can start routine. That's basically what I do. I play a game on a Saturday. If I'm lucky, I'll get 2 games in, and then I'll do my editing during the week. And then by Saturday, I can actually upload the video. That's just my schedule. That's how I do it. And you need to find what works for you. Don't kill yourself trying to beat the algorithm or trying to upload multiple times. I made the same mistake and I was killing myself. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I wasn't getting enough rest. I was trying to eat into family time. I was sacrificing basically my family and my limited time to push, making sure I can push out content. And why was I doing that? Once again, I didn't know my why. I wasn't sure about my why. And that's why I'm trying to help everyone else. Here's what actually works when you have limited time. I call it batching. It's a game changer. Instead of trying to record, edit, upload one in one sitting, break it into tiny blocks across the week. Block one, capture. Hence Saturday. Capture your video play. When you're playing a game anyways for fun. You may as well just click record and record what you're doing. When you're done editing, when you're done, just edit it. That's as I mentioned during the week. Don't script anything. Just play and talk usually. I know people say you have to script it, you have to this. Trust me, you don't have time to write scripts. When you're a bigger YouTube creator, you will have enough time, but now don't worry about scripting. You've got a plan, just play, just enjoy yourself because people don't really care about the content you're putting out. They care about listening to you. Are you authentic? We will get to that. Talking so much about this authentic. I'm so excited about the authentic video, but you need to be authentic. Number two, notes. The next day, during your lunch break or while you're commuting, jot down a few notes on your phone. What were the highlights of that video that you made? What is the thumbnail idea? What is the title? 5 minutes maximum. Don't spend forever doing it. We will get into packaging and stuff like that. Don't worry, because it is important to a point, but your most important thing is just to click record. That is your number one important thing to do. Block three, edit. This is the big one. This is the one that takes a lot of time. Find a block of 60 to 90 minutes during the week. Maybe it's a Saturday morning before the family wakes up. Maybe it's a Tuesday night. Maybe it's 30 minutes every day. Find a block for editing and carve that block out. You can even, if you've got the time during lunch, do the editing. I know that there are some editing softwares that are free. You don't have to pay for them, which you can use because it's also one of our, don't worry, it's coming too. It's You can use CapCut for free. It's not a sponsored video, but you can use that for free. You can have CapCut on your phone. So during your lunch break, when you have a quick hour lunch break, you can do a quick 30-minute editing. It's that easy. Block four. Block four. Upload. Schedule the upload for whatever your analytics says your audience is online. This takes 10 minutes to upload. You can literally, if you're able to do 2 recordings, 2 editings in a week, you can literally upload them for 2 Saturdays apart. You can schedule them for 2 Saturdays apart, which means Your next video, which means you're actually in essence a week ahead of your schedule, which also take the pressure off you, right? And that's why a lot of us do. I do back-to-back recordings. I do two videos, and then I try and edit those two videos during the week, and then I put them on. By the time you've done 2 weeks of editing and gameplay, you've almost got 4 to 5 weeks of scheduled videos already, which means the pressure's off. Which means if something happens that week and you can't edit, or life gets you and it's hard and you can't edit, or you can't get to gaming, or you're gonna go have a barbecue or braai with friends, it's okay. You're not gonna worry, oh, I'm gonna lose my place on algorithm, because that's not how it works. You have already scheduled your videos. You can go and enjoy. You can actually take a week off then, which makes it good. So you work hard for 2 weeks and you take 2 weeks off, and work hard for 2 weeks and take 2 weeks off. That way you still get some of your personal time back. You don't need 20 hours a week. You need a small pockets of time with clear tasks. The secret isn't finding more time. It's wasting less of the time you already have by knowing exactly what you want to do. A lot of people spend, a lot of us spend time scrolling on Facebook, scrolling on Netflix, scrolling on YouTube, scrolling everywhere. Why don't you spend half that time scrolling and half the time making your own content? That is how you're going to get forward. It's literally cutting your scrolling time in half. Yes, we want to sit and veg, but you can't sit and veg forever. I also have times where I'm like, I'm too tired. My brain's switched off. It doesn't want to compute anymore. And that's okay. You're allowed to take some time off. I've often caught myself getting stuck in a rut, and my wife says to me, babes, just stop. Stop, put off YouTube, do something else, because I'm watching YouTube now to try and pick up tips and stuff. And I'm actually taking in so much information. And she's like, just stop. Just take a breather. Go do something else. Go game or do something else. So I've obviously got a amazing, stunning wife that doesn't mind me gaming at all. She prefers me gaming than, well, yeah, she likes me gaming. She does like me gaming. She says it just calms me, it relaxes me, it's my hobby. She understands it. So I've got an awesome wife. Anyway, um, yeah. Another question everyone actually wants answered. What day and time should you upload? Honest answer is, at your stage, it doesn't really matter. Your audience is small, the algorithm doesn't know who to show your videos to. It doesn't really matter when you do it. You can see I use vidIQ. They are brilliant, by the way. And it will actually show you when your expected audience is online. But I mean, you won't know what your audience is until you've actually started uploading. Because once you've done, once again, the 100 video uploads, you can actually start seeing some analytics. Your analytics are rubbish in the first couple of months. It's not going to show you anything. It's going to be absolute waste of time to look at. So get your 100 videos up, look what your audience is, and then start uploading according to that schedule, that time zone. So I found that 9 p.m. is the perfect time for me to upload. I'm not saying you must go do that. Please do what your channel is doing. Do when your people are watching, what your audience is doing. I've just found that's the best time for my audience is at 9 p.m. But if you want a starting point, look at when you would watch YouTube. If your audience is tired adults like you, that's probably evenings and weekends, late afternoons to evenings tend to work across all time zones. Once you have some data under your belt, 100 videos, check your analytics and your viewers online and adjust. But don't lose sleep over posting the perfect time. The perfect time whenever the video is done and you're happy with it. That's the perfect time. There is no perfect algorithm. It's not like, oh, I got to catch this train or I'm going to be late. That doesn't exist. Post when you would expect people to watch. Are you sitting on the couch at 9 o'clock watching YouTube? So post for 9 o'clock for YouTube. If you know that 7 o'clock is when you switch off your brain to actually have your nothing time, then post at 7 o'clock. Just do when you would be watching. That's the best step. So stop waiting for the perfect schedule to appear. It won't. Work with time you have, batch your process, and release yourself from the pressure of uploading every single day. We've nailed down our why and our what and our when, but there's one W left. And it might be the most overlooked one of all. Where? Where do you actually put your content to get seen? And no, it doesn't just mean YouTube. That's the next one. Stay tired, stay surviving, stay crispy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care of each other. Bye. Well, you've made it to this video. Welcome, guys, to the final W of our action plan. You made the video, you uploaded it, you wrote the title, you picked the thumbnail, you hit publish, and then click, click, click. You have 6 views. 2 of them are you. One is your mom that clicked off your video after the first 2 minutes and ruined your algorithm because YouTube thought that, oh, this is going to be a viewer. So, yeah, this happens. And now you think, I need to promote this. I need to be on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, Discord, Facebook groups. But maybe I should start a blog. Just stop. Just stop, relax, have faith in the process. There is a quote unquote death valley, shadow valley, whatever you want to call it, which is about 6 months. This is where the algorithm is starting to learn you, starting to get used to who you are and what you do, what your channel's about, who it needs to feed it to. That is why you're not getting views. Relax. It's a learning process. It's good that you're not getting views. It's good that no one's watching because it gives you time to experiment and find who you are. And by the time you're a big YouTube star, then people are going to look back at your videos. Young people who have never done YouTube, who want to do it, are going to look back at your older videos and be like, that's where you started. So what's stopping me? Why can't I start? And that is the motivation you want to give people. Stop deleting old videos off YouTube. Just stop it because people are using that as a frame to actually connect with you on a different level of where you were a year ago or 2 years ago. So just trust the process. If you're a tire creator trying to be everywhere, you're going to go to nowhere. Today we are covering the final W, where. And the answer is a lot more simple than you think. Every YouTube growth tells you every YouTuber growth guy tells you cross promote, post clips on YouTube, post them on Instagram, post them on Facebook, do reels, build a Twitter following, start a Discord server. Yeah, that's great advice. If you're a full-time YouTube or content creator, that's great advice. But if you're like me, you're not full-time. You maybe have 5 hours a week for this whole YouTube thing. You maybe have an hour a week for this whole YouTube thing. If you're going to spend 3 hours making TikTok videos, Instagram posts, Twitter threads, you just stole time from other stuff, from your other wires that actually matter, your YouTube videos. You need to stick to a platform, choose a platform and stick to it. If you're lucky enough to have monetization with TikTok and you prefer the short TikTok stuff, do TikTok. If you prefer the glitz and glamour of Instagram, do Instagram. But stick to something you know. Stick to one platform and grow it from there. If you love live streaming, go on to Twitch. But don't try and be everywhere at once because you can't. Not when you're full time. No ways. There's no way you can do it. You have other responsibilities, other obligations. Choose one platform and stick to it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. At our stage, no amount of promotion on any platform will fix videos that doesn't work on YouTube. The algorithm is your distribution. Your job is to make videos the algorithm wants to push. Who's going to click on it? Who's going to watch it? Who wants to hear your voice? That is the truth about everything. So it doesn't matter the platform. It doesn't matter what you do. It's like the recording software or the editing software. It doesn't matter what you use to make your videos. It's not going to make them better than the next video. If your videos are not getting traction, they're not getting traction. The algorithm doesn't like it. The algorithm doesn't like it. You need to wait for it to learn what you're doing. So, where to actually focus? So, where should you spend your limited energy? 3 places in the exact order of priority. Number one, YouTube itself. Your titles, thumbnails, first 30 seconds are your promotion. So, people will know you. People are quick enough to like you within the first 30 seconds of meeting. They will know if they like you or not. And that's the sad truth. That's why they say first impressions last, because the first 30 seconds is what attracts someone. If your first 30 seconds is rubbish, no one's going to watch you. People are going to click through. They're going to be like, oh, I don't like this, click through. That is unfortunately the sad truth. People are either going to love you or hate you. It's just how life is. No matter what you do in life, there'll always be a percentage of people that don't like you and you did nothing wrong. They just don't like you. They just not their cup of tea. Some people love sushi. Some people love offal. Some people love steak. Some people love vegetables. It doesn't mean everything else is bad. It just means they don't like it. And unfortunately, that is how life works. That's how YouTube also works. That's how everything works. If you have 1 extra hour this week, spend it on improving your thumbnail and not making a TikTok. Rather spend the time perfecting your, or not perfecting, that's the wrong word, because you don't want to be a perfectionist. Otherwise, your videos will never get out there. Spend, rather spend, instead of spending an hour making a short, extra short, spend that hour increasing your video, trying to make it 1% better than it previously was. That's what you should be spending your time on. If you're going to be doing, if you've chosen TikTok, Instagram, spend the extra time making that video better. Don't try and post it everywhere else. If you want to do, um, if you want to do Twitch, spend some extra time prepping for the stream and getting your startup page and all that stuff working out and making sure that your Twitch account's working. Spend the extra time on that. Make sure you focus energy in one lane and stick to it until you can have this thing actually become your full-time job. One community where your people already hang out. For survival game fans, that's probably Reddit, subreddits, and specific games. You don't need to spam your videos there. You just need to be a genuine member of the community. Comment on posts, share tips, be helpful. When you do share a video, people already know who you are and actually care. Pick one community, not five, and make it one you'd hang out by, even make it the one that you would hang out on, even if you don't have a YouTube channel. So, and obviously, community is the number one thing, guys. It's the number one thing that you need to also focus on. We will get into packaging, we will get into everything else, but you need to focus on community too. There's nothing that drives me more up the walls than, than creators saying, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And they don't even bother to give you the time of day to respond to your comment. You spend 45 minutes watching their video and they can't take 1 minute to reply to your message. A thumbs up, a heart is not replying, guys. Come on, let's be real. You want to engage the community, engage properly with the community. Number 3. So number 1, spend on YouTube itself or on whichever platform you've chosen. Number 2, your community matters. Make sure you hang out where your community is. Number 3, your comments section. This is a big one. As I was saying previously with the community where it hangs out, your comment section is the most important thing. Reply to every comment. Don't become a full of yourself in your head. I don't care about my people. Eventually people are going to see through your excuse my language, your bullshit. They're going to see through it and they're not going to want to watch your videos anymore because your personality can take you so far, your videos can take you so far, but if you're not connecting with your community, if they don't feel heard by you, if they don't feel you care enough, they're going to stop watching. And you're doing this for your community. But if your why is wrong, you will do this. You won't care about your people. It takes, yes, you could have 30,000 people sending you comments. Take a day or a week or a month and reply to the comments. Even if it's just a thanks very much for watching, guys. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thumbs up. Comment to what they're saying. Don't just thumbs up or leave a heart. It's such a crap way to to engage with people. It really is. And it's I personally have unsubscribed to many channels and not watched channel. I've watched the channel, liked it, subscribed, commented on something, and they completely grazed over the comment. They didn't care. It frustrates me, and then I unsubscribe. And a lot of people feel the same way. It's not just me. Take care of your community. Your comment section matters. If people don't feel they can connect with you, they're not going to watch your videos. In a world where everything is fake, AI is there, fake images are there. People even use chatbots in their comments now to try and chat with people to make it seem like it's really them. It's wrong, guys. It's not the way. You lose people that way. Now, I'm not saying you should never be on other platforms, but there's a time for it. And that time is not now. When you're a small channel, learning your feet, learning your place, you can't be everywhere at once. Just stick to one and you'll eventually be there. Once your editing is faster, once your recording is faster, once you've got what took a 5-hour process is now a half an hour process. Once you're at that point, then you can start seeing multi places. If you're doing the way you can do multiple places is you can do a commentary and a non-commentary channel, which is very simple. It's very easy. All you do is you record a game, you make commentary over it, you play over it, you do what you want to, like a let's play, and all you do is you pull out the audio and you export it again. Boom, you have got 2 videos for the price of one. It didn't take it. All it took you was to extract the audio, and now you've got two channels which have got two different videos, two videos on it. It's as easy as that. That's how you can do it. That's how you can make sure you can reach more people. So some people don't want commentary, some people want commentary. You're satisfying both niches. Or if you feel, but I don't just like playing survival games, I like playing everything and I want a place for it, you record a game with friends, record something you're playing with friends, record something, everything else you're doing, and put that onto the other channel. Easy as that. But don't sacrifice the one channel. So it's very difficult to run multiple channels at once. It is difficult. If you can, stick to one and make it easy, like the one commentary and one no commentary. But don't put them in the same channel. Put them in two different channels. People are going to be searching no commentary. They don't want to see a mixture between two different channels and have to actually try and scroll through everything. People like ease. People don't want to struggle. If they have to struggle to find something, they're not going to look for it and they're going to stop. So here's the rule of thumb. Expand to a second platform only when YouTube feels easy. When you've got the recording flow locked in, your editing is efficient, you're consistently uploading and it doesn't feel like a crisis every time. And for most busy creators, that's somewhere around the 50 to 100 video mark. Once again, the 100 video guys. Always stick to the 100 video policy. I promise you, it will do you a world of favor. 100 videos, forget what anybody says, forget about what everything happens. Your 100 videos are the most important. That's where you learn. Tiger Woods, I get the number wrong, but Tiger Woods used to putt something like 3,000 balls every single day for his golfing game. And why do you think he was such a good golfer? Michael Jordan used to spend hours just practicing shots into the net. Why do you think he's so good? Guys, there's a reason for the 100 videos. The more you do it, the better you're going to get, the more comfortable you're going to get behind the microphone. Sitting right here, I'm actually getting so comfortable speaking on the microphone now because I've got a couple of videos out there and I'm getting so much comfortable. I was just telling my wife how excited I am to do these type of videos because I'm enjoying it now because I'm used to it. I've got the flow. I'm comfortable in my body. I'm comfortable with what I'm saying. And I digress. I went totally off the topic there. Anyway, 100 videos, guys. Make your 100 videos. Once that's happening, then you can experiment with shorts or clips or any other platform because you have the bandwidth. But please, guys, please, if you're going to have a shorts, do not mix shorts and long form in the same channel. It is a big, big, big mistake. I was doing both thinking, okay, great, I can get both markets, I can do both. YouTube is going to take, if your shorts stop blowing up, it's going to see you as a shorts channel and you're going to wish you never started shorts because you'll never be able to get into long form because all it's going to see is you're a shorts channel, which means it's going to start ranking you as a short, which means all the numbers and figures to get monetized are much higher than long form. So yes, you can do shorts, but once again, do a second channel for shorts. Call it blah, 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 shorts. Do not mix them. You'll see on my channel, go and have a look. I made the mistake. I've left all the shorts there, everything there, because you learn from your mistakes. Do not do it. Either do shorts or do long form. If you are adamant about both, put your shorts on Instagram, put your shorts on TikTok, and put your shorts onto YouTube. That's where you can actually do three because one short can go on all three platforms. That you can do. So it's just a bit of extra posting time. That's where you can use different platforms, but do not do long form and shorts together on the same channel. Please, guys. Please, 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 please. So until that point, protect your energy like it's the last health pack in the zombie apocalypse. Because for us, it basically is. You need to protect your time. You need to make sure that you've got energy to do things. If you feel you can only record in the mornings, you're too tired at night, record in the mornings. If you feel your energy is better at night, record at night, but do it when your energy is the best, because that is when you need to be posting. So not only when isn't just about what platform you need to be on. When is about when is your time frame. If you feel, a Saturday morning after gym or after my run, then I've got energy, I can do it. Then do it. Do it when it best suits you. I need to record more in the mornings because my daughter's at school, and when she comes home at night, then she likes a lot of attention, and so I don't really get a chance to record. And when she goes to bed, I can't really be have a lot of funk or a lot of not that I have a lot of funk, I have a lot of energy because if you get excited or get the jump scare, you tend to shout, and I don't want to wake her. So you need to also be mindful of when's the best time for you. When do you feel you can do it? I'm a morning person, a very morning person. So for me, early morning with a cup of coffee, that is my time. So, the four W's to recap. Why? Know the real reason why you're doing this and make sure it's sustainable. Make sure it's a proper driving factor, not something someone can take away from you. Not because, and I love Mr. Beast, not because he does it, that's not your why. Not because you want to have a Beast Games, that's not your correct why. Have a proper why. What? Pick a content format that fits your actual life, not someone else's. Don't copy big creators. Don't fall into the trap I fell into. I have basically had to reboot my channel a couple of times because I've made all these mistakes. I it just pick one lane, stick in your lane, focus in your lane. Don't jump around thinking, oh, I have to try this and try this. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It takes time. When? Batch your work, batch your work. Forget about the upload grind. Forget about um, you have to do this and this and this every day. Upload what suits your schedule and what's comfortable in your schedule. Where? Focus on YouTube first or one of the other platforms, but focus on that first. One community at a time and ignore the rest until you're ready to handle everything. Once again, if you're doing shorts and you want to do only want to do shorts, by all means do one short and you can post it on all three. It's a win because you don't have to redo shorts for every other thing. So but if you're gonna do shorts, do shorts. If you're gonna do long form, do long form. Do not put them together. It's gonna kill you to try and do all of it together. Trust me, I tried it. I tried doing everything. It's not as easy. And then your shorts or your long form start taking hits because you're not as focused on it as you should be. If you watch the whole series and you have stronger foundation than 90% of other creators, the next step is to actually go and make something. Don't overthink it. Just hit record. You don't have to have a perfect mic. You don't have to have a perfect screen. You don't have to have a perfect gameplay. You don't have to have anything. Trust me, I fell in that trap too. I was also thinking, oh, but I need to get a mic now before I can record. I need to do this. Stop with the excuses. You have a phone, you have voice notes, you have a camera on your phone. You can do it. You can freaking do it. Just hit record and have fun. Most of all, have fun. Tell me in the comments which of the four W's was the biggest eye opener for you. I genuinely want to know. You will see, go look at my other channel, you'll see I genuinely care about my people. I genuinely care about my members and the people who comment on my videos. I do care. And tell me about it. Let's chat about it. Let's engage about it. If there's something you want me to discuss with you, I'll discuss with you. If you want me to make a video about it, I'll make a video about it. If you feel it would be good for everyone else, go ahead. Otherwise, we'll go have some good commentary on the back and forth. I haven't got a Discord yet. Like the device, I'm not going there yet because I am not comfortable yet with that type of stream yet. I don't understand it yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not with live streaming yet. And that's why I'm not doing it because I'm sticking in my lane, doing one thing at a time. Stay tired, stay surviving, stay crispy, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. And I hope this series helps you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.